Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be with you for my TBC Live broadcast. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, reporting for another live broadcast for the Billion Coin, and we often refer to as TBC, correct? Okay, well, I want to say that it's always a pleasure doing broadcasts, okay? And this happens to be my 467 live broadcast, okay? That means I am what? Only 23 away or 33 away, maybe? Well, I'm not too far from 500 broadcasts, right? Okay. All right. All right, folks. I'm just happy to be able to represent the Billion Coin. Okay? All right, folks. I'd like to thank my wonderful wife, the love of my life, Merlene, and thank you so much for always being there for me, sweetheart. You know, my broadcast would not be the same without you. And I want to say that. But our two little ones, Kayla and Caitlin, as well. They're just the best ever, along with the rest of the family who I love as well and always will. You know, we have other TBCNs around that always support me as other TBCNs, as we call it. And Mr. Shohat and Sharif Khan, that's all I see in the chat room right now. I know my wife is watching. She's just not in the chat area right now. But thank you so much for all of you being there. I appreciate it. Okay, we're going to go to the blog right now, folks, first. And you're not going to see the blog immediately, but don't worry about it. What's going on here? Oh, okay. There we go. You know what that was. All right. Okay, we'll just get ready to go to the blog here. All right, folks. And the first one is titled Realistic Mass Adoption Campaign, Images and Article. This was presented by our TBC admin. Okay? Folks, you've seen this before. Massive growth campaign coming soon. And different graphs here, okay? You've seen this here before, I'm sure. All right. Well, let's keep going down. And admin says the image above is a very clear illustration of how fast exponential growth can get to a number of 1 billion. On paper, it looks great. But when you factor in human behavior, the dynamics don't fit. The 80-20 rule is a good example of human dynamics, also known as the Pareto principle. This rule suggests that 20% of your activities will account for 80% of your results. I'll repeat that. This rule suggests that the 20% of your activities will account for 80% of your results. In other words, 80% of the population is done by the top 20 of the workers. The most common number in any organization that recruits is 0. We have many decades of time to see this within the network marketing industry. Lots of joiners and just a few builders. Okay? He says in this article, I will present a more realistic I will present a more realistic mass adoption campaign that will show that the builders of TBC will have a capacity to build up our numbers to the objective of 1 billion paid members. Ideally, the builders of TBC will be the TBC billionaires, but that's not exactly necessary. Okay? And they just give you see a little graph right here. And it's titled TBC Billionaires Recruited, Total Recruited Billionaire Bitcoin Bounty, monthly retirement. Okay? Well, let's keep going. Let me see. I was just seeing how big this was. Okay, I was just seeing how big this article was. Hold on. Okay, it's not too big because it got a little video there too. Okay. Admin says this. Out of the TBC billionaires, one will emerge as the best recruiting machine in TBC. Ace Fletcher and M. Derrick have already proven that they can sign up hundreds of new paid members every week consistently. They have learned to scale up their recruiting efforts by hiring employees to find them more recruits they can find all by themselves. This is what I call bird dogging. And folks, y'all, I think I explained that to you all before about what bird dogging is. Okay, these kind of employees are happy to earn about $1 for every recruit they bring in to their employer. Both MBay and Ace have built up cash reserve, which allows them to pay it forward. Does that sound familiar, folks? Did I use that word yesterday? Pay it forward. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that today. Okay? Will allow them to pay it forward for those recruits that cannot afford to pay the admin fee. Wow. You notice my video was there within hours of me posting it in the testimony page and in my Creamcast back office. Admin took it and I'm sure loved it and put it right there. Okay? As these new recruits learn how to share TBC with others, they can quickly develop an income that is more than enough to cover the second month's payment of the admin fee and to keep it ongoing. The more the new recruits pay their second month, the more these leaders have the means to keep paying it forward to others. Oh, I'm telling you now that at least 1 billion millionaire, at least 1 billion millionaire, TBC billionaire, will figure out how to scale it up a recruiting operation to the point of recruiting 100,000 new members in TBC. Their monthly retirement will pay them 1.1 million. Let me see. Yeah, 1,100,000 a month ongoing as a result. I'm gonna repeat that. That's 1,100,000 a month ongoing as a result. Success breeds success. Let me scale this up just a little bit. Success breeds success. I'm working closely with a number of TBC leaders to breed within each of them the capacity to duplicate what MBay and Ace are doing. I'm certain that 10 of them can recruit at least 50,000 recruits each as they become powerful recruiting machines in TBC. These 10 will inspire 100 to duplicate, and each of the 100 will recruit at least 25,000 recruits. This is what breeding looks like. Breeding is not directly tied to a specific sponsorship tree of genealogy. The entire TBC membership is open to the inspiration of these emerging leaders. And as the number of these leaders grows, so it will be growing number, so it will be, it says, so will the growing number of those people that will be inspired. 100 will inspire 1,000 and so on. Ultimately, 1 million will duplicate this recruiting machine model, and each of them will recruit 1,000 new members in TBC. That is how we will achieve the mass adoption of 1 billion members. Even if 1 out of 1,000 become TBC builders, we will reach this grand objective of having 1 billion members and develop a full-blown TBC crinkle economy. I hope y'all get those numbers and what Abin is saying and put this together. It will not be the cryptocurrency that drives this massive recruiting. Instead, it will be in a 90-day retirement plan that will end up doing this mass recruiting campaign forward. Once it is completely understood that everything is in place without TBC opportunity right now to create a passive residual income large enough to retire on in just 90 days, then the masses will get excited to join. TBC is a job with a 90-day retirement plan. You can either be a regular member that never recruits, or you can be a TBC. You can work TBC like a job with the intent to earn enough passive residual income to justify retirement in just 9 days of working it. But if you choose to just be a regular member, you should support the growth of the community, of TBC community, by consistently paying the monthly admin fee. That's the least you can do to support our efforts to turn you into a TBC millionaire, and our efforts to find millions of merchants to accept TBC for payment for their goods and services. Breeding success will get easier and easier as the number of leaders that learn to become recruiting machines increases. Before your eyes, and open your eyes and see what was already been accomplished within TBC. Our success, it says, let me scroll up a little bit. It says our success is assured, and your contributions toward it are very much appreciated. And this is a retirement plan here, folks, video. I'm not going to play that, but because y'all won't be able to hear it, but y'all can always go to the blog.thebillioncoin.info and you can see this. Watch this video every day. Download this video on your phone, so you can even share this video with others when you are offline. Share this video with everyone. For example, if you live on $200 a month in your country, okay, you need to find 18 new members that want to retire in 90 days in order for you to have enough passive residual income to retire. As those 18 go out there to pursue building their retirements, you are assured they will keep up paying the monthly admin fee, so you can keep on collecting your Bitcoin bounties from them all. Once you have recruited that 18 or whatever your number is, then you can keep on recruiting to expand your retirement lifestyle. The bigger the retirement income, the bigger the lifestyle will be. Learn how to become a recruiting machine and sign up at least 1,000 new members in TBC, and you will be able to retire in style. Well, you can see the Ace and Mbe. They're showing that it can be done. They're showing it can be done. Thank you, Mr. Haron, and thank you those that have come as well. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Great article, admin. Okay, work for TBC is very rewarding. And this is another broadcast, great broadcast from my brother here out of Africa. TBC updates in Hindi, and these are people that's in India. Excellent broadcast, thank you. And this one here by Mr. Noli, I'm sure. Yep. preparation for the leadership conference. I saw this earlier yesterday, folks. Great, he's preparing for the leadership conference that's held on the 24th and 25th of this month. Should be very nice. And this is mine, folks, that was placed here within hours after I actual did it. Okay, my broadcast yesterday. Paying it forward is one way we can lift people out of poverty. Okay. Okay. Buck payment bounty training in French, and this is MB Derek. Okay, and he's doing his training for his people there. Piece of gate. Well, let me see. I think I already showed y'all this yesterday. Let me see. I remember this. Oh yeah. This is we going from yesterday now. All right, folks. Let me come out of this just a minute to just discuss something with you a minute. And it's a little bit of continuation of what I was talking about pay it forward, but I'm gonna just talk about in another sense. Okay, folks. Let us not be selfish in TBC. Now I'm gonna tell you about me, just my personality, how I've been practically all my life. I've never been a selfish individual at all. I've never thought it was all about me. Now I don't always try to lack things in myself to give to others, but I say this: I do help people all the time. I got people right now as a fella, and they know how I've been messaging me all. It must be a new Facebook friend about something else, some other opportunity, all day. I've had Mr. Harone. I know you've been messaging me. I've been so busy, sir, and I'll get back to you too. And thank you so much for being here today, sir. I have people, men, usually men, all the time, from whether Bangladesh, whether the United States, or whether it's over in Africa, are messaging me sometimes once and twice a day. Because people know who I am in TBC. I'm the broadcaster of all broadcasters, should I say. I've done more broadcasts than anyone. Only because I chose to do them every day since I started. Now I was doing, like I said, them 2 times on Saturdays and Sundays from when I started all the way to the end of September when I stopped. But I'm gonna just put it this way: I love helping people and people in need. Now we talked about paying it forward and paying someone's admin fee. That's what I was talking about yesterday. But I always was also talking about those that have the money. Whether you got it in TBC or not, you are now in the Billion Coin, which we have a mission to achieve. And you don't have to wait till we get to 1 billion members to help someone. I preach that all the time to people. That's why Merlene and I are helping so many people over in the Philippines that's poor, that's hungry. Wherever you are, whether you're in parts of Africa, whether you're in Bangladesh, whether you're in parts of Asia, whether you're in UK, wherever you are, you can, if you're a part of the Billion Coin, then you can spread that influence of helping someone every single day in TBC if you want to. See, I'm not just talking about, we talked about that yesterday, about what admin put out there today, about paying someone's admin fee and the second month, and whatever you have to do to help them, particularly if they're willing to help build our community. But I'm talking about helping those that are in need, folks. They have so many different parts of Africa that are poor and don't have food to eat on a daily basis, don't have clothing, and definitely need medical needs. It's all over the world. Here in the United States, we have some, we do, but they're not like people overseas. The pictures I've seen. We don't have, you rarely will find any kids are hungry with their stomachs bloated of starvation with no clothes on their body. You won't see that here. Like my wife said, you have people, little kids, their parents have left them, abandoned them, and they're running the streets and they're taking care of each other. The bigger kids taking care of the little ones. It's sad. Eating out of garbage cans and things of that sort. That's very unsanitary. You can get all kind of disease and problems in your digestive system. Oh, folks, we got to help people out there. What Merlene and I are doing is may seem small to many people or may seem large to some others. But whether it's small or whether it's large, I can tell you right now, we believe in what we're doing. Take the little money you have that you can probably, something you really think you need or have to have. You don't have to have it right now. If that meant help someone that's hungry. I find myself all the time when I got money when I got good money in my pocket, I help a homeless person, and if I give them if I ever give anybody good sums of money, I'm gonna pull over there and talk to them. I can't guarantee, they can't guarantee me anything, but I'm gonna ask them, wait, please, can you tell me you won't use this for alcohol or drugs? That's all I ask. Because sir, ma'am, you have to eat. You got to eat to survive. We're talking about survival here. I'm saying this to you because, and this is kind of how I would talk to them. But I'm talking about a different type of person. I'm talking about the people that are haven't eaten in days and their body's getting weak. Their teeth is rotting in their mouth. They got all kind of health issues because they're not getting nourished properly. These are the people I'm talking about, people. Don't think you're so high and mighty, think you all have the hall, or whatever you think you are, that you can't help someone out there. I'm going to be real with you. Yes, it's about paying someone's back office. Rest all those things, those particulars of TBC. I'm not saying anything short of that. But what I'm talking about is going one step further. Would you pull money out your pocket to help a little child that haven't had 8 in 3 days? Would you pull money out your pocket to help a grown-up that haven't had food in 3 days? It's one distinct thing that's the same in those two individuals. What is it? It's what we all are. Human. Human. One is just younger, one is just older, but they both have one thing in common. They're human and they're hungry. And if they got medical needs, they both, you know. Now what I found is found in the Philippines, the grown-ups, they got the clothes. They got clothes on their back and shoes on their feet, but the kids, not all did. They walking barefoot all over hot roads, feet all dirty, no telling when they had a bath. Come on, people. I'm talking about humanity here today. That's what I'm talking about. Humanity. We're so bogged down in building this community, which I think is true. And we have to. But we got to remember, we don't have to wait till we get to 1 billion members to help a few people. You can pay it forward, not all in currency. You can pay it forward and give them food and medical needs and buy some clothes and shoes to put on their feet. I would sacrifice every penny I had in my pocket if I went past a child that then I have shoes in their feet. That's just how my mindset is, folks. I'm not taking anything away from what we're supposed to do in TBC. But isn't that the influence of the Billion Coin anyway? Isn't that part of our mission? You see my point? Aren't we a private community that's supposed to be helping people? Help those in need. Let's lift humanity now. Why should we wait till we all get to 1 billion members? Yes, I know that's going to have the best effect. Yes, I understand that. Don't get me wrong here, folks. I'm talking about the little things you can do that can become larger. And admin, I know, agree with me with this. Because that's what admin was talking about us and before in our broadcast meeting in the chat area. Admin's focusing on the broadcasters, the few broadcasters that we have to come to the broadcast meeting to reach out to train. Admin want to have many MBAs and ACEs that's doing that, because that's the fast track to getting to 1 billion members. Okay. Well, folks, I think I made my impact today. I think I said what I had to say. It was kind of like part 2 of paying it forward in one sense, because I'm talking about not just the particulars of your Cream of Cash back office and paying for that and those kind of things and recruiting. Like I already read that to you. Admin just eloquently put that in the blog, then admin. But I'm talking about doing feeding them, clothing them, giving them water to drink, providing medical needs if you're able. Those are the things I'm talking about today, that I showed in many past broadcasts that Merlin and our family did over in the Philippines. Our goal is to go back there together. Merlin and I and some of the family members go back and do the same thing next year. I want to introduce Merlin and my family members to Noli and other people around in TBC. See, the influence is there. It's happening in the Philippines. It's happening in parts of Africa. It's happening in parts of Bangladesh and other parts of the world. It's happening. Let's have our influence out there so people on the outside will notice. Because they're sure going to notice when we get to 1 billion members. You know that, right? Okay? Okay, folks. Thank you, Christina, for showing up today. Folks, I'm going to just say thank you so much for always showing up. Whether you come in early, on time, or late, it doesn't matter. You came. You know, you can always go back and listen to it, okay? All right? I want to thank Merlin. Thank you so much, dear, for coming today. I thank you so much. You know, I miss my lovely wife when she goes away to work and she's working so many hours. You know, just that period of time away is hard for me because we're very close and always will be. All right, Caitlin are wonderful. Both of you are wonderful. Always will love you. Always love the family. Always will. TBCNs in the chat area, thank you so much for always being there. Thank you for your support. And anyone that may watch this broadcast, I'm only trying to make a point to make you think. It's all about changing some things that's going up here in your mindset to make you go forward. Okay? So with that said, I want y'all to have a great day, and I hope to see you all at the same time tomorrow. Peace, everybody.